Did you know that a young boy drowned the year before those two others were killed? The counselors weren't paying any attention. They were making love while that young boy drowned. His name was Jason.
You know, I visited Camp Crystal Lake once. They said it would be relaxing, but jeez, it was murder. Oh, yeah, these jokes are getting worse. Oh, hello, my name is Fu Manchu. Well, aside from Halloween being a really cool day, and maybe my birthday and stuff like that, my favorite day of the year ever is Friday the 13th. Yeah, well, I just checked the clock a few minutes ago, and it seems like Friday the 13th is going to be over by the time that I post this video, so you're going to have to jump in your time machine if you have one, what I do, so it's okay, and go back in time and watch this video at the beginning of the day so you can enjoy the day a little bit more. Okay, that said, let's talk about Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th is a really cool day. I've never had bad luck on Friday the 13th. You know, people say, hey, watch out for black cats. I think you should watch out for Jason Voorhees a lot more. Because, you know, Jason Voorhees, he doesn't stop. He just goes, I'm going to get you. But he doesn't talk, so it's more like... Plus, he wears a hockey mask. That's pretty cool. I love hockey masks. I actually have a hockey mask collection, so, yeah. Watch out for Fu. He seems to like Jason Voorhees a little too much. But anyways, let's talk about the Friday the 13th movie. Yeah. Well, when I was just a little fool, I got to see the Friday the 13th movie. And I saw it at a drive-in theater. And this is back before you knew what anything was, and you're looking through the newspaper, and you look down and you go, hey, there's a movie coming out called Friday the 13th. I think that's supposed to be that movie where all those kids get killed. Hey, let's go see that. You want to go, little fool? And little fool's like, yeah, let's go. So we go to the movies at a drive-in theater, and we see it, and it was amazing. Now, back then, you know, I was a little kid, so, you know, there's a lot of, like, cover your eyes and stuff like that. But you know what? When I saw that movie, I wasn't scared, and I thought that was really cool. Now, I grew up on movies like The Exorcist, and that one freaked me out. But Friday the 13th didn't scare me for some reason. I remember really liking it. And I remember at the end of the movie, if you haven't seen it, I won't blow the ending here. But if you haven't seen it, at the end of the movie, something happens and you're like, yeah, I mean, it's really cool. So you're thinking it's a movie that's going this direction and it goes and poses zigzag on you. Yeah, not the Dolph Ziggler move. No. They don't like do a wrestling move on you. But anyway, back to the movie. Yeah, I saw it, and then I was hooked, even as a kid. You know, back then, you didn't know that there would be another Friday the 13th, but when a second one came out, you're like, what? A sequel to Friday the 13th? I thought that was just a one-time only occurrence. But then another one came out, and another one, and another one. Next thing you know, Jason is like back from the dead, and the next thing you know, he's in Manhattan, and then the next thing you know, he's in space, and you're like, what is going on? Oh my goodness, I remember when this was just a straightforward little story about some people in like a camp. Oh my goodness, what happened, Jason? Oh, but you know what? I am one of those people that have always liked all the Friday the 13th movies, even the stupid ones. You know, even when there's something stupid in it, I just go, big deal, whatever, move on. But you know what? I like all the movies, even Jason X. A lot of people, purists, go, oh, I don't like Jason X. Why not? I get it. Trust me, I understand. There's a lot of stupid stuff, but there's a lot of neat stuff, too. So, yeah, I like them all. It's like the Freddy movies from Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff. I like all of those, too. I'm a big horror fan. You know, I used to always get Fangorias as a kid, and I remember, you know, like, having my locker at school have all of these, like, pictures from Fangoria. I guess right now, in the year 2014, that's like a sign to watch out for children, you know, and because kids do bad things now, but, you know, I never did anything bad at my school, so I guess it was okay to have Freddy inside your locker. Huh. Now, after saying all of that, let's move on to the sort of tribute today. So here's the tribute, folks. It's to Jason Voorhees. Yeah! Now, I had a lot more figures. These are the only ones that I could grab at the time. I had a lot more. I've had pretty much every one they've ever made. But I had a friend, back when I was doing a show, who was creating a horror room, a movie theater horror room, and I gave him a lot of my figures. I said, I will donate to your cause. And yeah, so apparently he has like a film projector in there, and he's got like horror movies on reels and stuff, and projects it on a wall, and oh man, it sounds cool. I've never actually seen it, but he has told me a lot about it, and he told me that I have turned it into a museum by giving him stuff like this. Now, these are the newer figures. These are the ones that I got to keep. So, this one's from Jason vs. Freddy, which is a really cool figure. Now, I'm not going to go into articulation and stuff like that. Obviously, these Neca ones here, which are two different movies, as you can see. This one's from, what, part 3, I think? And this one's from part 4, I think. I could be wrong. But, yeah, you can see the differences. Now, these two here are the exact same, except for this is the battle-damaged version, and this is the normal version. Yeah, and then Jason X is in the middle going, what about me? Hey, you're cool, too. I like that figure there in the middle because it actually does look like Kane Hodder's body. If you look at it, I mean, it really does. It's got his stance and everything. So they did a really good job there. But, yeah. Now, I was looking on reviews, or checking out YouTube, and Out of the Box Reviews, I believe his name is. Out of the Box, is that right? I could be wrong. Out of the Box Reviews, I believe. If I said your name wrong, I'm sorry. But he just did a review of this one, basically as a tribute to Jason. And I was like, hey, you know what? That's a good idea, buddy. I think I'll do it too. So I'm not trying to copy you. You just had a really good idea. So I'm just going to say the same things that you said and say, yes, I'm a big Jason fan too. Now, I'm not really doing a review. I'm just saying, hey, welcome to Friday the 13th. Watch out for this guy. He might get you. So, yeah. Other than that, I just wanted to say happy Friday the 13th to everyone. And I hope you had fun. And I guess we could talk about the differences between these two Neca figures. Let's check this out. Now, you see them like that. And if you take their masks off, you get that. Oh, yeah. When I first bought one, I bought the normal Jason. And every time I would go back, I would see the bloody Jason, and I would be like, man, he comes with some stuff, and he's all bloody, and I just want to get another Jason figure, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to just go ahead and plop down the money and get it, and hope that it was cool. And then I got it, and this face, oh my goodness, he's got that big chunk in his head there where you can put the machete in his head. It looks like Jason X is stabbing him. Stop stabbing him, Jason X. And then over here, he's got the normal face, sort of, and his mouth is a little different, as you can see, because this one's closed and this one's open. Oh, that is very cool. Now, you look at those two, and then you go over here and you go, well, what's the difference with this one? And you go, well, let's take off his mask. And that's back before he got all, like, decomposed and stuff. Check it out. It's actually a really good sculpt, too. He's more like the Elephant Man back then. Yeah. You know what? I really like all the different looks for Jason. I like that they've always kind of changed him up. And, you know, that's one of the things that I had a problem with when people would complain about this one. It's like, that's a really cool look. Yes, it's different. But you know what? Come on. It was a what if. It was like, what if Jason was in space? So, yeah, and you gotta admit, that mask is really cool. Plus, he kind of looks like a mix between Jason and Eddie from Somewhere in Time from Iron Maiden. Yeah. But, oh, and you're probably saying, well, what about this one? Holy cow, there's a lot of masks to take off. So let's take off the mask. Now, he didn't actually take his mask off in Jason vs. Freddy, but I guess that's what he would have looked like. Oh, he kind of looks like Frankenstein, if you ask me. So he goes Frankenstein, Elephant Man, Zombie Jason, oh, and then he just gets more and more zombified. Now, you're probably saying, what's your favorite Jason movie? Oh, that's a tough one, but I think I like the one where Tommy Jarvis and his friend go to dig him up, and then, like, Jason comes back to life. So, what is that? Is that Jason Lives? Jason... Well, what is that one? Is it 6, 7? I think it's 6. Or, yeah, 6. I think that's the one. So I think it's Friday the 13th, part 6. I used to know all this stuff. I've forgotten more stuff from time traveling than anything. So I've probably forgotten more things that than you would know about Jason. I don't know what happened to me. Stop time traveling, foo. But anyway, I hope you like this review. And look, you can go, oh, look, a little pile of Jason masks. And then that one back there, that one's just the Neca mask, and it's like, it's altered a little bit. I put the leather straps on there myself and added the little snappy snap there and stuff, and it looks way better. Plus, you can actually wear it now, and it's not that elastic band. So, I guess all I wanted to say was, happy the Friday the 13th. Happy the Friday the 13th. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Apparently, Foo has been drinking. No, Foo does not drink. So, yeah. Anyway, see, I almost did it again. Apparently, I am way drunker than I thought. No, Foo does not drink. I am just kidding. Happy Friday the 13th, and thank you, Out of the Box Review. I think that's your name. Look, if I'm saying it wrong, I'm really sorry, but Out of the Box Reviews. You're awesome, and I really am jealous of all your Godzilla figures. Man, I really like them. I love them, in fact. I wish I could come play with them, but, you know, time traveling does not permit that, apparently. Or you could invite me, and I'll be like a vampire, and I'll be like, can I come in? No. Where's my face? There it is. Anyway, I hope you like this sort of homage or tribute or whatever to Jason, one of my favorite all-time horror villains, I guess you could say, or horror characters. I wouldn't really consider him a villain. He's just kind of misunderstood. So yeah, if you're a horror fan like me, then Friday the 13th is always a fun day to you, and I hope that you enjoyed today's review. And until next time, tune in for more Foo Reviews! Oh wait, disclaimer time! It was totally outside the box reviews. I don't know what the heck I was saying, but yeah, this guy is pretty cool. Seriously, check out his reviews if you haven't seen them, and I'm sorry I kept saying your name wrong. Come on, you need an easier name to say than Outside the Box. Okay, so Outside the Box review, seriously, thanks for doing the Friday the 13th tribute to the review of the Jason X figure, and I hope you like that you made me go off and do this, because check this out, we got Friday the 13th figures everywhere. So, until next time, tune in for more I'm Inside the Box!